What is going on, guys? Eric Jadicke back here with another video. We got my boy Ian.
Yes, sir.
The guy that needs no introduction. We've had some pseudo internet beef, just more jokes than anything around training modalities. But Ian's one of those guys that, first of all, I've been a fan of him for a long time, not just for his bodybuilding prowess, but also because he is such an advocate for bodybuilding as a whole. He is such a good role model for so many of you guys to follow. So if you guys are not following him and listening to him and watching Bro Chat and all the other stuff he's got going on, make sure to do so, because there's just so much value here. And also the open-mindedness to come and train with somebody like me when he is one of the strongest dudes. Probably historically one of the strongest bodybuilders.
Was one of the strongest dudes. I'm tired, guys. So take it easy on me here, okay?
Yeah, well, but he is really cool to have him here. I'm a huge fan. And so you excited for this workout?
Fuck yeah, man. I'm very excited. So at the New Tech Gym, this is my first time here. You know, I'm not gonna have you put me through it and try some stuff that I'm sure is gonna humble me. So I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Are you ready to play around like children?
Is that what we're doing? All right, let's get out there.
Huh?
None of the sets do count. None of them.
These?
No.
Why?
Because we fucking played around like kids.
You must not have seen the video.
That'd be
a funny one. All right.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay, so we're gonna start with a unilateral pull down. So the reason I like to start with a pull down, obviously, instead of starting with a heavy hip hinge, then you're not really warmed up, you get a really nice stretch. We want to think we're pulling sagittal plane here, so we want to be pulling in front of body. So what I'm going to do, instead of lining up all the way under the pad, and this is something that's helped my lat development so much, I'm actually going to set myself back slightly. You can use something like this or something that you're going to be able to almost grab onto. So you can use it like this, probably tuck it underneath. That way we have something.
Lean back a bit and hold on to it.
And
so it's staying more in front of you, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because obviously if guys are staying directly under it, their natural inclination is going to be to pull in tight.
Into chest, yeah.
Yeah. So you want to back and have it down into the lat more. Correct,
right? You want to pull into that hip pocket. So what we're going to do is set the most important part of the setup in terms of if we're talking about which knee is going to have more weight in it. It's going to be that pulling arm. So I want to plant this knee under this pad. So here. And then I want to be set back. So you see, instead of being essentially over it, because I don't want to be here.
Yeah, no, you're kind of leaned back into it a bit.
And I realized this was not a dual stack, it's a fucking single stack.
I saw you start with that. I'm like, damn, I'm in for a fucking treat here. Right? That's what we're warming up with.
So what I want to think about is I want to scoop my butt over on the seat. So that way, now I can be more in line.
In line with it,
Yep, right here. And I want to think.
Drive low.
Into that elbow, in that hip pocket. Then I use this just to lightly almost hold myself up, because I don't want to be feel falling back. It gives us a little extra leverage here. So you still want to reach with lat. So I don't want to be here. The biggest mistake I see is guys trying to
really reach and just
so then
the shoulder.
All you're doing is reaching through. You're shifting the emphasis out of lat.
Yeah.
You're shifting into bicep and rear delt.
Yeah,
so I want to be here, neutral grip the whole time, looking it in, and then dragging that elbow into hip pocket. And you can see when I hit that eccentric, I want to think almost as much forward towards mechanism as I do straight up. So instead of thinking pulling straight into chest, I almost pull down.
Yeah, down into pocket, like you said.
Yep, and then kind of push that elbow forward on the eccentric. Fine stretch, then drag in. Right here, we're just going to get a nice little lead-in set.
Yeah.
So in this set, I really like to try to find that stretch. We see how I find stretch through lat and not through,
not through the shoulder.
Not through bicep. Yeah. So I'm here, I'm shooting underneath so I can keep the stretch where I want it. And so another thing is, almost I almost punch myself in the face with my delt.
Yeah.
Because what I'm doing is I'm trying to match that alignment of the lat as well as I can by almost biasing slightly away from the pulling side.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So instead of being a lot of times people will try to stretch like this and turn this way.
Yeah.
You actually want to turn the other way.
Yeah, of course.
So then
come across,
And so we kind of want to keep this angle at the torso about the same. Even though I'm stretching lat here, I'm not changing this hip angle forward. And then again, it's that kind of pushing forward towards mechanism,
Yeah.
finding it here and then looping it down and in into that pocket.
Okay. So this arm's gonna be on this side. Get this one tucked here.
And then
Scoot to this side.
correct. Then you almost want to see how you're biasing shoulders this angle. You almost want to bias away from it. So see how you angle this way. You want to angle that way.
Angle this way. It's like that way.
Correct. And then I want you to stretch, but with lat. Straighten arm completely and stretch lat. Feel that? And then drag it in. That's it. And you see how as
I feel that through my lat big time.
yeah, and then as you see how as you stretch higher, it almost the deeper stretch you get almost all the way through.
Yep.
Like all the way through lower lat, almost like damn near the hip. That's it, man.
Yeah, good.
That was really nice. Do you ever use grip for back or not really?
I use straps and grips quite a bit, yeah. I got some in my other bag there.
Because with this, especially unilateral,
Yeah.
because we get such good leverage, you're gonna be able to be pretty strong on it.
Yeah.
You just don't want your grip to be a limiter. There you go, right there.
Yeah. There.
That's it. And so, as you can see, there's so much fucking torque, and we've got such good leverage because you're coming across body. So even in stretch, when most of the time you're up here, now we're here, and we can literally drive across. And even in stretch, we're gonna get a ton of still lat recruitment all the way down through that kind of hip pocket.
Yeah.
Nice,
I
right?
feel that. Yeah, I feel that, especially like when you really extend up, you really feel that pull through the lat.
Yep. All right, so now we're gonna hit some like true working sets. I'll probably go like 67K.
Okay, I'll get my straps from Jay. Grips over straps guy. You just like it, like the convenience of it.
Yeah, of course.
Just
And
quick in, quick out.
for me, I use Cobra grips instead of Versa grips. I'm not like sponsored by
Yeah.
anything, but I have big, meaty.
So you got a
fucking
big
hands.
fucking fat.
So the Versa grips only come up to me like
Yeah, yeah.
here, and they're so small. Whereas this like goes up. See how it goes up? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
So I can either use it like a traditional strap, or I can hook grip it.
Yeah.
So for here, I'm actually using it like I would
over.
So I'm going over, and then when I lock this in, now I've got like
Okay.
it's like a traditional strap.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
you get the best of both
Yeah,
worlds.
cool.
So for these, we're gonna go 2 hard working sets. I like to be in that 7 to 12 rep range,
Okay.
but if it ends up being 6 and they're fucking great reps,
They're good. Yeah.
we're good.
Cool.
I think that for this style of training, if you get down into the fucking core, I just think you're just probably not in.
I agree.
You're not queuing in
Yeah,
enough.
no. Yeah, I like things kind of in that like 6 at the lowest, 12. Nice. Good. Come on. Nice, good power. Good. Nice, come on. Good. There we go. Nice set.
Brutal. But I think that's one of the big misconceptions about the training style is that it's light.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I guess the question all the time. So why do you go light with like more tempo? Like I'm like, this is what a lot of people would like.
Yeah.
2-hand pull down.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
With
Yeah, I mean, it's all relative, obviously. I mean, you know, like it depends on the exercise you're doing, you know, and I also think it depends on the position you're putting yourself in. But like, you know, I think people will see one specific thing and they'll be like, it's light, but then they would, you know, try and do it and it wouldn't be light at all, you know, like,
Yeah, but it's also, I don't want anything to ever feel light.
yeah,
I just want it to feel controlled, like I can get it in that target
yeah, you
muscle.
want to control, but you're still obviously trying to like maximize that tension, mechanical tension put on the muscle.
Because like load is still a very important factor
Of course, yeah.
what makes this shit effective.
Good. Nice. Come on. Big control. There we go. Good.
Come on.
Come on.
Whew. I knew Iain would not be changing the weight for a single exercise today.
I mean, I'm going to try. I might get, like, look, I'm not expecting to be able to keep up with you on reps with these, but I figure I'll just use the thing, and you were kind of like, you know, in that good range. So if I'm like at the lower end of the range, I'm fine with that.
Watch us get 30. Fucking go home. So man,
How are you?
good to see you, man.
Everything.
Good. Yep, so let's bias away from it a little bit. This way. So
This way?
Other way.
Yeah, this way. Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
Yep. Reach, 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 reach. Dig. That's it. That's nice. Reach. Dig. Good. Those are perfect. Good, I'm with you now. Bias away a bit again. Find that bias. The other way, other way, other way. There we go. 2 more. Reach, reach, all that, all that. Dig. There you go, 1 more, just like that. Drag it. Yes. Fuck that.
Woo. Feel that?
Crazy stimulus, right?
That's good, yeah.
Lock and low, baby. Bias a little bit away. Yep. Drag that fucker. Yep. Big reach, 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 reach. Drag. That's it. That's it. Come on. 1 more on you. Reach. Drag. Good. Now with me. Big reach. A little more, a little more, a little more. Now dragging it. Last one. We're going to go big stretch. Reach more. More, 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 more. Drag. In. It's slowing you up like you're doing more.
1 more to that, yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. I'm with you. Drag it in. Yeah. That's a fucking 6 set. That's money, man. That was terrific. I gotta keep him. I gotta keep him healthy now. You're next.
You announced to come back.
You're next on the list. I'm chipping
I'd
him
love
off.
to. Yeah, no, for sure, man.
I got Guy the other day. Yeah.
Be fun to get you down to Houston and get you to.
Dude, I'd love to.
Yeah,
It'd be an awesome experience.
come beat the shit out of all of us.
Yeah, man.
Terrence and Logan there.
Hey, well, I'm sure we'll beat the hell out of each other.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's a 2-way street.
I think so,
It's fun walking the gym and just try and kill each other for 2 hours.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's the best kind of fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Last man.
I'm letting him put me through it, so
Getting the shoulder rolling. It's
yeah.
How's it
better?
starting to come around. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's better than it was before now. Finally,
Which
It's
is all that matters.
yeah,
Yeah.
just say it's
Forward
yeah.
progress, yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'll let you get back to it.
Yeah,
I
it's good to
just
see you.
wanted to say, hey, I didn't know if I'd see you.
Yeah, no, it's good to see you, man.
What are you training today?
Great seeing you.
What are you training
I
today?
just got done. I did a fly, a press, and then arms. Trying to sprinkle a little more volume into my chest and shoulders right now.
It'll be fun to see the comeback, man. I'm excited.
Yeah, definitely. I'm rising Phoenix, and he was kind of saying it right.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
All right, boys, have a good one.
See ya.
Great to see you, man.
Good. There we go. Good. Let's go. There we go. Get it deep. Come on. Good. Come on. Good. There we go. I got you. Come on. Good. Yep.
Oh, fuck.
Is that the same weight as the first set?
I went up one.
You went lighter one or heavier?
Oh, one heavier.
Okay. So I was at 67 last time?
That's where you were, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll...
There you go. That looks perfect, dude. Big reach across face. Drag. Money. Yep. Yep. Good.
One more.
Woo! So,
It's good.
I know you're probably thinking, why am I holding your hand to spot you instead of grabbing?
No.
What I like
I
about
hold guys' hands all the time.
what I actually do like about the hand
Flip that.
spot.
Flip that.
Yeah,
I hold guys' hands
Just
all the
me.
time.
Just means fucking holding your hand. But what you can, what you know then, is how much I'm giving you.
Yeah.
It's because if you're holding up there, I don't know.
Yeah.
If you give me none, some.
Yeah, you can feel the
So when I
pressure
push
against your hand.
against your hand, you know
Yeah.
where I'm at and where I'm giving it, like how much force I'm actually giving
The
you.
same thing, like, I wasn't doing it there with you, but you're right. And, you know, like, same thing if you're throwing like a quad extension versus like pushing the machine versus like kind of grabbing your ankles. Like,
Yeah, then you can feel it.
Using the ankles, like pushing it so they can feel how much pressure you're giving them.
That's why when I spot deadlifts, I'm like really up on them and I get
Yeah.
it. And I push hips so I can really, like, they can feel the hip drive on the bottom, from out of the bottom.
And then you're playing around like
Yeah, I'm practicing deadlifts too when I'm doing that, you know? Or spotting deadlifts.
Good, now bias away. That's it. That's it, right in that pocket. Yep. Keep that shoulder back. There it is. So that's, yeah, now you're keeping the stretch and lat more when you don't let that shoulder start to push forward as the set progresses. Good. Just gonna hop in just to be there, but you got it. Good.
Nice.
Yep. Come on. Reach. More. Drag out.
Good.
Let me know if you want one more.
Yep.
You got it. Let's drag it.
Yeah.
That's nice. Great set.
Ah, it's good.
That was really nice.
Beauty.
You really found it there.
Yeah, I found that last couple, I really felt it there.
Yeah, so what I was saying is, like, what I was noticing as
It was the shoulder, you're right. Like,
as your set progresses, you just wanted to, it's just natural. You're going to want to, instead of being here,
yeah,
you're going to want to
turn
sort of
into
come
it.
around.
Yeah.
Because then it
You
feels,
set that shoulder back so that the stretch is through the lat.
Yep.
Pulling through the lat and not through just like the shoulder, rear delt, bicep. Like, feel that difference.
yeah, all right. So that's all. Like, I've been like a very big 2 hard sets.
All right, well, we're done.
In and out. That's a workout. Great job. But volume has changed so much for me. Instead of thinking, okay, I need to do 20 hard working sets today, will probably be 6 hard working sets in lats, 2 to 3 for upper back.
Yeah.
/ like rear delt.
Yeah.
And then that's probably going to be full back volume for today. So like 9 hard working sets for back specifically. And I think that methodology shift has helped me so much in terms of like prioritizing each set, because if I know I only have that many
Put
sets,
everything into it.
I'm going to fucking give it everything. So I'd be like, okay, I've got fucking 20 sets. I'll just,
Yeah.
you know,
No,
I'll
yeah.
save them.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer in that too. And I had that shift in my career at some point too, where, you know, like, because at first you think you're training hard until you learn really how to train hard. So you hear the idea of guys doing like 2 sets and you're like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But then when you actually like feel it, which obviously you know how, and I've learned how to really give like 100% on a set, you realize that 20 sets is just not doable, you know? Like it's not sustainable when you're doing sets that deep, that hard, like that proper. So I think anyone, ask yourself the question, if you are completing 20 sets, what's the effort and quality actually being put into that, you know? So and if you're able to sustain that over months, I don't know, I can't do it. You know?
That's why I might tell my wife, do you want 2 really good minutes?
Yeah.
Or 30 mediocre minutes, okay?
2 minutes, this guy's fucking marathon runs.
Okay, so second movement, we're gonna be doing a kind of heavier pullover. I like to use something static for this. This is nice because I can be a little bit more neutral with the grip. So that's one thing I was telling you. And I used to be very here and like flared elbows with my pullovers because that's gonna, I feel more of like that burn through like your teres right under the armpit, which sure is fine, but we're really trying to create width. We want to get all the way down into that meaty part of the lat. So I've now kind of been more of that 45 and trying to lock into lats even in stretch. And then the other thing I was saying is you really want to, oh my God, those fans are giving me life right now.
So nice.
So I want to set myself back away from mechanism so I don't have this force curve start to curve up at the end. I want it to be in a line and I want to match my angle from torso. So from hip to shoulder, I want to match the angle of where that cable is. So this will be how it looks. Here, I stagger stance too because where I'm at in terms of strength on these, I'm going to be starting to get pulled forward.
Yeah. And then like so much like abdominal contraction.
Yeah, correct. So now I'm here. I'm just going to match, set back. I'm going to start by locking lats in place here, about a 45 with the hands. I'm still going to get a stretchy lat, but you see how my lats are still on here?
Yeah.
So even if I'm in stretch, lats still on, then I'm going to try to just shoot it right into that hip pocket. And I'm not as much standing up as I am just kind of exposing chest towards the bottom of the rep. So what I'm doing is just kind of pulling the chest open.
Yeah. Good. Come on.
I got one more on me.
Got one more?
Yeah. Maybe more.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one.
Good. Come on.
I'll take help on 1 or 2 more.
Good.
Last one.
Oh, fuck. So you're getting kind of like here?
So I kick it straight back behind me.
Like that?
Yep.
Good there at the top?
Yep.
Or would you extend more?
Right there. Just enough so we can keep in lat. Yep. That angle's perfect. Then drag in. That's nice. Yep. Try not to shrug the shoulders. Try to drop them down and in. Yes. That's it. These look nice. Hi, Phil.
Good.
Yep. That's perfect. See how he's not over contracting at that bottom range? After a certain point, you're not getting lats anymore. You're just pulling in with biceps and probably realistically, even chest can take over once you pass a certain point. You turn into like a chest pullover. These are perfect. Nice. Good. 1 and 2 more.
Nice. One more. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Woo.
Hell yeah.
Watch how you feel those.
Yeah.
Then you're right. Like, for me, at the bottom end of the movement, the first couple, I felt the need mentally to want to like force it in. But the ones where I just like pulled it just to where I felt in the lat, so like it wasn't quite like tucking in, contracting bicep and chest, like you said. just hitting it into where I felt that tight contraction in the lat, felt way better.
Yeah, so
Like really extending and then just driving it in just to here in the lat, locking it in, you know?
and there's a reason that you can do dumbbell pullovers for chest and lats.
Yeah, yeah.
And the reason is because they're both involved with shoulder reduction. But insofar as here, we're going to be lat. But then when you get to here, you start to do this.
Yeah,
Now you see how you start to get into chest.
yeah.
So we want to think here just that we can keep into that pocket and then right
Tuck
back
right
up.
in, yeah.
We can now get benefit from here, from stretch, being here and then dragging in.
Yeah.
So that's why I always tell people, focus more on the stretch phase than
Yeah.
you do on the contraction
Sure.
phase, especially on a pullover.
Cool.
So those look terrific.
All good.
So that's where like Fuad and I were getting into it about he saw me pulling and rowing and I rowed it here. He's like, well, why don't you row it here?
Yeah.
I'm like, well, you're not getting more back at that point. You're just rotating and taking into bicep front L. He's like, well, don't you think you're then completing the rep? I'm like, well, completing a rep is like,
Yeah.
that's
I think a lot of it for guys too is like I said, even just for me on the first rep was like a mental like
yes, of course.
desire to feel like I'm getting like, oh, getting deep in there, fucker. Yeah.
Yeah, but now it's just like I've gotten more kind of gratification
Sure.
from almost like sinking that stretch phase
Yeah.
effectively. When I feel that like, oh, I get in stretch, I feel lat still, and I feel that crazy
Yeah.
amount of stimulus from the top end of the range.
Yeah.
That's where I now find more, I guess gratification would be the
Sure.
word.
Yeah.
Where I used to be the fucking let me sink it all the
fuck,
way in.
Squeeze it in as tight as possible. Let's. Good. Nice. Come on. There's more there.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Nice.
So last of these, I get a little nasty with it. Once I'm so locked in here, now I'll get some of those kind of more
Rotating.
Iain
stretch.
reps here.
Yeah.
Ooh. 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 Ooh.
Nice. Come on. Good.
Wow. Ooh. Good. Yep. Yep. Yeah. That looks perfect. Try to maintain that elbow bend at the top of the rep so we can keep it in lats. So don't strain the arms quite as much at the top. There you go. All right. Last one, let's fucking get a little athletic here. Go. Go. 2 more. Last one. That's it. Hell yeah. Yeah.
Nice. Good. There we go. Good. Come on. Good. There we go. Work.
Let's get a stretch partial. I got it.
Yep. There. Nice.
Fuck.
Good set.
Yes, perfect. That's it, right in there. You're pretty good at this stuff, man. Have you done it before? Yes. See how he keeps nice tuck chin too? What it's gonna allow us to do is stay a little bit more in upper back. It's a simple cueing thing. There you go. Let's go. Partial this last one. Let's go. 1 or 2 more. Hell yeah. Ooh. Really, really nice.
That was good.
That's good. Hey, congrats, bro.
Ah,
What's up, buddy?
it's okay, bro. How you doing?
Congratulations, bro.
How you doing? I
Yeah,
get
you see.
I'm so proud of you, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dude, I couldn't believe it. I mean, I saw it, like, I saw you go to the last show and I was like, oh, he's got it. I knew it. Once he did the regional to come to the show, I was like, oh, it's lights out.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was fun to watch, but the shape really came together this year too. Like the structure, the added tissue in like the back.
My coat here.
No, he did great.
Yeah, here, okay.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah. So, guys, I hope you know Eric. We are like yin and yang.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, brothers. He's like me, but like with I don't know, 30 kilograms more muscle.
I wouldn't get carried away. It's all fluff. It's SEO.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. But I was telling everybody being here, I'm so proud of this guy to go through the scrutiny of last year of all the messages, all the comments, so stick to skits.
The whole world speaking about my failure.
Yeah, to then come back and then this year get the overall and win your pro card, but not only just like win the pro card, but in defining fashion.
That's everyone.
That's crazy. It's not something that like it's. And I knew that about him because when I saw him with this, because everybody sees the skits, but what they don't see is behind the skits, he's working nonstop. He's like, okay, like we got to go do this and this and this.
I'm living bodybuilding. I'm living in. It's my passion. It's since 10 years. I was obese. I was anorexic, and bodybuilding helped me through out of the anorexic times. I'm so happy to be here.
Hey man, you deserve it all, man. I'm so happy for you.
Also, you won your pro card, right? So yeah, let's go.
I know.
It's the first leg day as a pro.
Oh,
Let's go.
you should have done it with me. I would have. We'll put an inch on there.
I'm going to.
Oh my God, I'm drenched.
To 13 to.
Oh, my mics are stuck together again. Because they're both on magnets, you know?
Well,
We have to see it.
yes, of course.
I wish you could work out, guys.
Thank you. Absolutely. Congrats again, man.
I wish you could work.
Go get a leg.
Meet and greet later.
Yes.
Yep.
We'll do it.
Is this the part where you play around like children?
This is fucking Sean's play, bro. All right, so I'm gonna take this front foot here. I'm gonna lock in. I'm gonna bias out. I'm gonna almost drop down. So you see how I drop down that shoulder down? I'm gonna reach with lat. Drive right in that pocket. I like that hand here, so I can come in. So I'm not rotating, I'm actually just shifting
Pushing into it. Yeah.
the forward so I can really match that alignment and then dragging out.
Good. There we go.
So you see that's the motion is like swooping. So you want to think if we were to draw an arc, it's like straight across and just slightly up at the end.
Okay.
It's like a Nike
So going
swoosh.
down and
It's like a Nike swoosh.
Yeah. good. Come on.
Whew.
I mean, I'll try it, but
That's very heavy. That's probably the heaviest I've done these. Nice and low, that's perfect. Looks nice. Yep. Yep. Good, way to reach with neutral grip. That's perfect. Yep. Nice. These are epic. Yes, man.
let it fly back into
There it is. Don't roll that hand over, keep it neutral. Yep. That's it. Yep. Come on, neutral, neutral.
One more. Oh, way harder with that side. The right side felt hard for me.
I think part of it is what we should do is, since this is right in the middle, I think this what's happening.
Just move it over a bit.
I think this, yeah. So on this side, we should almost move the bench a little bit
Bench that way. Yeah.
and this side should move a little that way. Okay. There's probably no point during this session where you've been like, "Oh, I'm gonna hurt myself."
What do you mean?
Like there's probably
No.
Or there's probably no point in the session where you've been like, "I'm gonna be so through the floor."
Yeah.
After this, like I'm not gonna be able to train for 2 days.
No, like it feels good. Like it feels like I'm on the muscle. I'm training, hitting it hard. I mean, it's like, it's less dramatically different than how I would even train.
Exactly.
You know, like the ranges of motion are a little bit elongated. I'd say your eccentrics are a little bit slower, but like the overall like premise and like the positions you're trying to get yourself in to like hit the muscle, I think like in the overall like premise of what we're trying to do is very similar. You know, I think there's some small technical differences that are personal preference, habit, whatever. But I think the overall thing is like, it doesn't feel that much different, but like only in good ways that I feel different. It's like a nice stretch and things like that. It's not like I'm like, oh yeah, this is why, you know, it feels good. Like,
I mean, at the end of the day, it's either you're providing enough mechanical tension, and stimulus, and progressive overload to grow.
Yeah.
And like, it's just how are you progressively overloading, and are you actually targeting the correct muscle group?
Exactly.
And are you able to recover and come back and do it again without being injured or feeling like garbage?
Yeah.
Like, if you check all the boxes,
yeah,
if you are an athlete where you can just fucking grip and rip,
yeah,
grow, and you feel great,
go for it.
fucking go for it. But
Yeah.
for most people, you're not like a peon, you're not a person that's like the 1% of the 1% of the population
Sure.
who like could have done probably any sport.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
decided to do bodybuilding. Like,
Yeah.
That's like,
No.
the difference is, you know, you're not that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. No, with everything we're doing, I can definitely like feel we're on the intended muscle. Good. There we go.
thank you. Lost my grip. I don't know if I love these.
I never think I'm someone that like has the like answers to the universe and when it comes to training.
Yeah.
You know, like that I'm always like to try something new. And I said even in my, if you went back and watched my YouTube 5 years ago, things that I would be doing or saying then might be a little different than they are now. Well, in 5 years from now, they'll be different than they are today.
Which they should be.
Yeah, and what I train now is like a culmination of everything in the past and then everything from the 5 years ago till today, which is different.
Different.
You know, and I've taken things from little things from a million people I've trained with, you know, some more than others, and some just from what I felt I liked, and what felt good for me and what I noticed like progress just anecdotally off of. But I mean, you know, that's why I like training and just like trying new shit, and not like, I'm not gonna come in here and be like, I've been training for, you know, fucking this much longer, and I know I was second to the Arnold, you know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck, like, you know. And I think that you would be the same,
Of course.
if I wanted to put you through a workout.
100%.
That you have the way you do things, but you would be receptive to hear how I do things,
100%, always.
and that like we listen and we grow, and that's kind of the end of it, you know.
I think this whole like debate is so dumb in terms of like old school versus new school. All the principles remain the same. Like, you still have to drive stimulus. It's just like, by what means are you doing it? By what modalities? But like, for the set of curls, like, yes, it's different than what like Ronnie did, but like, I'm still fucking curling.
You're still doing a curl.
I'm like,
Yeah.
like my elbow is now the pivot point, and like I'm getting flexion and extension at the elbow joint. Like, there's no change there. It's just like, am I doing it a little bit more effectively based on like the angles and having back support? I would argue yes, but do dumbbell bicep curls still work? Absolutely.
No, look, I speak on mine. I'm a big advocate of doing things to put yourself in as much stable position as possible, and a lot of things. So like, you know, obviously if you can seated curl versus like standing where you have to have more stabilization from it, I always think is generally going to be better.
Just, I was curious out of your, because I've been playing around with this a little bit. Do you do like a limp wrist on when you were on it to really like lock in the bicep
I've
and out
done both.
arms?
So
Like,
I went through
I'm curious.
I went through a period where I did limp wrists, and I definitely felt like more stretch through it, or I did a period where I really focused on keeping not limp wrists. I don't know which one I like better, I'm not gonna lie. Are you a limp wrist?
Well, I was limp wristed when I was a kid, and then they broke my wrists when I was flapping around like that, so now I can't make them limp anymore, but they're stuck. No, I'm kidding, but yes. Bicep, since my forearms are so dominant,
Yeah,
I
let them relax.
I relax so that I can keep it
and just drag from the
drag out of the bottom. So I get back and stretch, find full stretch, almost open chest, and then I just try to drag out just biceps. Oh, fuck.
Now for bicep training, I don't know if this varies from where you're back training, because I know some people do. With grip on this, and you know, you're talking about like having the limp wrist, would you be someone that you think there would be value in like really squeezing on tight, especially for like a bicep movement? For in the back, we're obviously trying to de-engage that. For on a bicep, you know, do you think like creating that tension, creating that torque, and really engaging to squeeze, do you think that has value, or do you like to let that kind of be a little more limp, have your grip be loose, and really just focus on the drag and the elbow flexion being the primary, you know?
That's a great question. I think by creating squeeze, essentially, I think a lot of times you'll actually get out of target muscle. Like, one of the things with Guy I was teaching with pressing, like the last thing you want to do is squeeze that handle, because you're going to tend to fucking go here. So if I'm squeezing here, I'm going to tend to want to, and see how that instantly full shoulder forward. Now when I'm back, I relax the hands and I think drag. You see how now the mentality is different than I'm squeezing? See how instantly like.
Yes, I find for me, and this is one of the things that I've just developed that I found works good for me, is I'm very like kind of mix matchy on the squeeze. Like certain things on back, I'm 100% on board with you. I really like to relax my grip. I find if I squeeze, it definitely takes away from my back. And like my engagement from my elbow drive definitely diminishes. Certain things though, like shoulder exercises, I don't squeeze a lot. Pressing though, for me, where I'm extremely shoulder and tricep dominant, I find I really have to squeeze to like kind of engage that tension to really focus on like creating like internal like torque. You know, so I'm like squeezing and trying to pull things together to like kind of really create that. Or for me, I just feel like front delt. There's some injury things and other things over the years, which I didn't always feel that way. But where I'm at training now, for chest is the only one that I feel, and some arm stuff I really like to squeeze on. But I agree with you in the sense that if you find, it's one of those things you need to play around with to feel how it feels on the intended muscle. Like if you're feeling stronger, but less on the muscle versus you're feeling weaker, you know what I mean? For your grip, I think that I kind of adjust it based off of like getting more on the muscle versus off. You know, like on the back, I feel like I'm definitely more on my lat, and I'm engaging my biceps, stuff like that, versus other things, you know, I think some guys are the opposite, right?
So yeah, if you're getting better engagement, better mind muscle connection, better recruitment, using one thing over the other, like just because I like to have a looser grip, like say I'm pressing. I
used to like very relaxed prep for press forever. I always did, and it's only actually been since I've retired that I've kind of changed that And I think one of the things for me too is, since I like retired, I did definitely lose some like pressing strength.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna like try and go crazy with my pressing. I'm just gonna try and really build that like connection to engage in my chest. So I've been playing around with like different little tips and tidbits of like things that I can try to engage it, whether it's a grip change, an elbow angle, like things like that. And I definitely haven't perfected my process of what I think feels the best to really like light up my chest. But some things like that, which for other muscles I don't feel at all work, but for certain things I find do, you know?
Absolutely. So I think it's just like finding what works for you, but also, you know, I would be interested to see using that same mentality of squeezing, but using the fat grips.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
I've never done much pressing with fat grips.
I do like every time, like now I do any type of like machine press that has like the handles. I fucking toss those fat grips on it. Oh my god, you get to be out in the outside of your hands. You get so squeezed.
Yeah,
then
the front position is putting your wrist in.
Oh
yeah,
so nice.
Yeah.
Yep. Drag out. Yep. Last one. A couple more. Let's go. Yeah. That's nice. Drag. Yeah.
What if you're like Milos is all these fans up there?
It really is.
I do think you.
We'll see. We're almost done, so. Nice. Good. There you go. Come on. Good.
Oh my god. I can actually manipulate the body angle up and stretch.
So like this?
And then I can almost just push forward towards the mirror. So, because if I put it too mid, when we get to peak contraction, it's like no tension because now it's basically stacking that elbow joint. But now you still have tension right in, you have great tension and stretch, great still resistance profile up into contraction because that cable angle is still going from lower. Yep. And so like towards the end of the set, I actually even use a little body English, so I kind of reach up and stretch. So once you get to the back, almost push chest up and hip forward, and then you kind of shoot them back as you curl. Nice. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's like perfect.
Yeah.
Nice. This one is one of the nicest like cable setups I actually ever used for
That felt good, yeah.
Lightweight, baby! Oh yeah!
Good. Come on. There. Nice. Come on. Good. Nice. Come on. Upward. Up. Fight it. Good.
All right, guys. So terrific workout. I was telling him off camera. There's probably been like 2 to 3 people in my time training that I've worked out with that keep up with my weight with the form being very good still, and he is one of those people. I'm not surprised in the fucking slightest bit, but it's cool to see how in such good shape you stayed after competing and like sticking with it. But that's how it shows you like how much you love it, right?
Yeah.
It's not just, you didn't just do it performatively for the stage. Like,
no, I mean, I love it. I was a bodybuilder because I love training. I wasn't I didn't train because I loved bodybuilding. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was the other way around. Like the love for training, which I still carry today, is like what led me into bodybuilding. And you know, whether like my goals are to be the best bodybuilder in the world or not, like we were just talking about, like that love is just for like pushing myself, trying new things, still trying to get better, even though it's not going to be the physique or the thing I ever was, but there's still like goals I have for myself and trying to make improvements and still always trying to learn like for the rest of my life. So like I always like to, you know, take opportunities like this, you know, guys like you and guys that do things a little bit different than me and try and soak it all in. And I think that's what makes bodybuilding all of us better. You know, I think like we shouldn't try and like hold like information hostage. You know, I think that people should like share that wealth of knowledge of like things that they find have worked for them, and we all share that. And I think everyone can be better competitors, athletes, bodybuilders. So that's what I'm here today to try to do. You know, so
Awesome. Well, dude, seriously, such a high appreciation for Iain, and being open-minded like that. Talent is so rare to be. Just take a step back. So like, dude, you got the workout today. Even though he's got the credentials, he's got so much. He's got, you know, 20 years of training experience. To let me come and be in his space and dictate a workout, which even though he's not competing, I know his workouts are very important to him. So go follow him, subscribe to his channel. He's got a lot of great stuff there. I love you guys. Appreciate you guys. I'll see you on the next video.